Hey everyone, Brent here with Bring Your Own Tools, aka BYOT. Today we are going to be refurbishing some ugly ass tiles, so let's get started, shall we? This beautiful 1950s turquoise and purple mixture was a great way to complement the fireplace and the front door at the same time. Luckily, with this project, we are going to be painting over this existing tile. Yes, paint. I know what you're thinking. Brent, you are a lazy son of a bitch. Why are you deciding to paint over the ceramic tile versus just demoing it out? Well, you know what? Sometimes the easier way of doing things is the better way of doing things. I mean, do you want to demo out all this stuff? I don't. I'd rather try out the painting method before trying to demo out this ugly ass tile. First, why not? Try it out. See how it goes. If it doesn't look good, you can always rip it out. Next up, let's talk about materials. All-purpose primer, porch and patio floor paint enamel, a paint roller and paintbrush, 80 grit sandpaper, protective mask, screwdriver, painter's tape. Just like any good construction project, it's all about the prep work, so let's start taping. In my particular case, I have wood flooring around this tile, so I have to make sure I cover up all the wood flooring next to the tile prior to painting. In my case, I have a very minimal amount of baseboard, so I decided to remove it versus just taping it. Now, the only reason why I say to have a mask is, in all reality, you don't know what these tiles are made of. Me, personally, this house, built in the 1950s, easily could have asbestos in it. Who knows? They put asbestos in everything back in the day. So always wear a mask, especially when you are removing particles off of, removing particles. Yeah. So let's get on our hands and knees and start sanding. This is actually quite a valuable step because you want to make sure that you abrade the surface prior to putting the paint on, because if you don't do this step and avoid it, then you have a potential of peeling, as in the paint will peel off the tile after you paint it, and that's the worst thing that can happen at this point in time. The sanding is actually a pretty quick and easy process. After 50 years of being neglected, there's a lot of crap and disgusting things coming up off these tiles, so go and just do a once over with the vacuum, you're good to go. Now it's priming time, so go and shake up the primer that you have, open it up, and start stirring. We're using a high quality primer to make sure we have good adhesion on these tiles. While applying the primer coat, remember you don't have to have a perfect looking primer coat. It just needs to be a nice even thin coat throughout the entire floor surface just to make sure you have everything taken care of and you have good adhesion overall. This primer coat is an important step to make sure you get right the first time. After your primer coat is fully dried, you are ready to apply your top coat. So let's get cracking. Final coatage. Okay, I am using a Bare product for porch and patio use, actually exterior paint, but it can be used as an interior paint as well. As far as how I'm using it in this application. It's a really thick paint, so it actually has a great coverage ratio over the entire floor. This product does go on quite well. Oh yeah, look at this sexy beast. After an hour, this thing should be completely dry and ready for a second coat. Now, the directions do say to wait 4 to 6 hours between coats, but in all reality, let's be honest. Be smart about it. If it feels dry and it looks dry, it probably is dry, and you can go ahead and apply your second coat without having to worry about unnecessary consequences. Now, painting does take a bit of time, which is why all these videos are in fast forward motion, but just keep steady, make sure you have a nice even coverage, and go forth from there. Even coverage will give you the best results. And there you have it. After a few hours of work, you have a brand new looking tile floor. One thing I actually do like quite a bit about this paint is that it actually keeps the overall texture of the tile. You can actually see all the variance in texture, and it doesn't diminish it. Now at a certain point I might paint a white border along the edges of the tile just to give the overall look a bit more of a pop. but at this point you gotta say it's a vast improvement over what was there. And there you have it. Number 1 video of BYOT, done, finito, good to go. In any case, I'm hoping that this is the first of many videos on this channel. I have a construction background with a creative mindset, and you know what? I want to make YouTube videos. Why not? Whether it's based upon my construction background with home improvement projects versus Pinterest versus just random thoughts that are in my head that I want to create and put onto YouTube, we'll go from there. Also, please let me know what you think of this video. Please like it, please subscribe to it. Please let me know whether it's good or bad. I want to hear it. And you know what? I know it's not the best YouTube video of all time. It's my first one, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere. And give me suggestions on potential projects that you want to see in the future, and I might put it on video. In any case, thank you for your time, and catch you next time. Also, I think it kind of looks cool, huh? Right? Yeah. Looks like Bane. You know, Bane from Batman. Bane mask. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I was wondering what would break first.